We have 14 million people with thyroid conditions in the United States, and it's estimated that there might be another 13 million who have thyroid issues, but they don't know that they do. This is because thyroid conditions are the most undiagnosed and misdiagnosed conditions. Sadly, there is a blind reliance of the doctors on running oversimplistic tests like the TSH, free T4, and maybe sometimes the free T3, which are very often not enough to make a full diagnosis. This is an issue close to my heart and one that frustrates me a lot, as I too had a perfect TSH, T3, and T4 hormones, and I was dispensed as a healthy person while I was battling fatigue, horrible mood swings, sliding into depression, anxiety. I was forgetting things that happened the day before. It's only after taking health into my own hands and getting myself really well educated, I insisted on checking the levels of my antibodies, which of course proved that I had Hashimoto's disease with the TPO antibodies being in the thousands when they should be below 30. A good physician, and it's really key for you to find one, will diagnose you by doing three fundamental things. Number one, look at your health history and your family history. Number two, he or she will order a full battery of blood tests beyond just the standard TSH, T3, and T4. Number three, which is shockingly rare and often dismissed, the physician will listen carefully to your symptoms and will not dismiss any of them. So let's talk about some of those symptoms. What most people know is, of course, the weight issue. And this is one thing that most people experience when they struggle with all sorts of thyroid conditions, both hypo, hyper, but also people who lost their thyroid to radioactive iodine or cancer. You see, the thyroid is a gas pedal. It therefore plays a key role in our metabolism, so converting food to energy. When your thyroid is slow, we are not converting food to energy, and instead everything gets deposited as body fat. Another common frustrating symptom is a constant fatigue, which can have a profound impact on our lives. Especially as women, we don't want to come across as hypochondriac, so we explain the fatigue to ourselves in a variety of ways. It's because of work, because we're aging, kids, lousy boss. I'm sure you know what your story is. But the truth is, when there's a sudden drop of energy as compared to the year before, it's not okay to accept it. We don't age that quickly, and it could be your thyroid, it could also be adrenals playing a role here. But whatever it is, just be honest with yourself and do not hide behind a story. Face the truth. With the fatigue, do you enjoy your life less than before? Are you less enthusiastic and happy with life as compared to previous years? All these are indicators. One thing I want to tell you today is this. Please do not feel guilty. It's not you, it's very likely your thyroid. Do not blame yourself for being lazy, unmotivated. Do not think you are a bad mom for not running around with the kids. And stop feeling like it's all your fault. You are feeling this way because it's very likely your thyroid. Let's continue with the symptoms. Another common issue are the brain-related symptoms. So things like foggy brain, forgetting things, as well as experiencing, unfortunately, depression, overwhelm, sense of anxiety. They're all very common with thyroid conditions. Many people get put on antidepressants and anti-anxiety medication, but as you probably would have noticed, they do not really improve the quality of life in the long term. It's very common that once you start making lifestyle and dietary changes, and your thyroid and your digestive system start improving, and with all of that, the brain-related functions start improving too. I would encourage you to watch and read my clients' journeys featured on my website of their transformations, going from depression, overwhelm, and anxiety to a very, very good place. What a lot of women don't realize is that the thyroid plays a huge role in the ability also of conceiving a baby and having a healthy pregnancy. This is not surprising because the thyroid as well as the ovaries, they are both part of the endocrine system, which is a truly complex net of hormone-producing glands. So reviving the thyroid often means a higher chance to get pregnant, lessening the chances of miscarriages, and increasing the possibility of having a wonderful and healthy pregnancy. I would also like you to know that the health of your thyroid can also be impacting your, surprise, cholesterol levels, muscle mass, hypertension, as well as the ability to absorb calcium. This is why many older women with thyroid conditions also suffer from osteoporosis. Again, this means fixing your thyroid might lessen and free you from some of these symptoms. The thyroid also impacts our hair, our skin, our nails, and it's very common to be losing hair, experiencing brittle hair and nails and dry skin. And we spend hundreds of dollars on skincare products, not realizing that a lot of the time is the thyroid that really needs our help. Here's one important thing that I want you to know. 90% of thyroid conditions are autoimmune diseases. These thyroid-related autoimmune diseases, like what I'm talking about today, Hashimoto's disease, Graves' disease, are the most common form of autoimmune conditions today. But here's the thing. They can lead to other autoimmune diseases. In fact, much more debilitating ones, like fibromyalgia, rheumatoid arthritis, lupus, and many others. I would therefore really urge you to be proactive about your thyroid health and get to the bottom of the problem. Taking medication alone might not solve the problem. It might give you only temporary relief. I would encourage you to watch my other video, which is called Why Thyroid is Not Getting You Better. Whew. Is that confusing? Is that overwhelming? I know it's pretty normal to feel this way at this point. Whatever it is, do not let things just be the way they are right now. Start getting educated, take action, and own your choices. I heal my thyroid, so can you. Bye for now.